Hi everybody, welcome to another video. We have here a really cool funky wine for you tonight. It's the 2019 Via Revolucionaria Criolla Grande. This is a very funky grape made by the Michelini brothers in Argentina. I believe this is just Mendoza on the label. 10.5 alcohol by volume. So it's something very interesting. Criolla Grande was historically used to make pink wine, rosé wine, and in this case it's used to make a sort of hipster, light-bodied, cool drinking red wine. So redder than rosé, but not by much. The 2018 version of this wine I was a huge fan of. It was one of my favorite wines of the past couple of years. And in previous tastings of this 2019 bottling, I got a little concerned that they had gone a little bit too extremely in the direction of natural wines, zero sulfites. I don't know the sulfite treatment here, but I get the sense previously that it was pretty low, if not zero. So I think they've moved progressively further in the direction of from sort of low intervention to no intervention. Let's see what the wine looks like. Quite pale in color, sort of, as you can see here, almost translucent. Again, a shade darker than the darkest rosé you've ever seen. So this is very much a summertime red wine. And let's see, this will be the big reveal in terms of what it smells like. Let's see. So this bottle is pretty pure. Not getting any Brett or any funky yeast. It's got just nice sort of cherry candy, raspberry, cranberry, just really, really crunchy, acidic red fruit on the nose. This bottle, so far so good. Let's see what it tastes like. Yeah, this is, I mean, again, I don't know whether this would qualify under anyone's liturgical restrictions, whether this qualifies as natural wine. But in the event that it does, or it definitely is close to that. This would be, for a natural wine skeptic like myself, something that's sort of an eye-opener that says, aha, this is actually something pretty delicious and interesting that doesn't carry with it. I mean, it's always just astounding to me when someone sells a bottle of wine for $70 or $80 or $100 in a restaurant, and the comments are, it smells like barnyard and horse poop. I don't like to drink horse poop. I don't like to smell horse poop if I can avoid it. And so I think in its most extreme forms, the natural wine thing is, an almost religious set of beliefs. But this is something that, at 10.5 alcohol with, I can tell you for sure, very low intervention, natural yeasts, I'm sure. It doesn't have any of that barnyard funk, doesn't have any Brett. And I think this is just, these are people who make wines that aren't natural wines, and they know all of the sort of winemaking processes. I think this is great. I think this is I like it a little bit less than the 18, which was a little bit more, sort of, a little bit rounder, a little bit fruitier. But this is just terrific. So this is at 64 degrees. You could chill it down to 60. I wouldn't take it below that. But just a super refreshing, mouth-watering acidity. I imagine the 2020 will be in the market before the end of the year, well before the end of the year, probably around the end of the summertime. But with some sort of bougie pepperoni, charcuterie, on an 80-degree day in the shade at the park. I mean, this is just a home run. I'm 91 points on this wine. And I think this is in the retail $15, $17 range. So really a funky grape, and you know, one of the things that that's interesting about wines like this is that, you know, if this were Gamay, much less Pinot Noir, it would be twice the price at the exact same level of quality. So if you're willing to take a leap on Criolla Grande, if I can get it in the frame there, from Via Revolucionaria, from Mattias Michelini, I think this is great. Some previous bottles that I've tasted have had a little bit more of the natural wine negative, but this is super, super pure, has none of the natural wine negatives, and just a lot of fresh, funky, fun. 90 to 91 points, definitely something to seek out.